friends, I'm Melissa. I'm back with another vlog. This is the start of my next category, romance. I have a cat who's very impatient. This always happens when I'm cooking, but she is just sitting right here looking at me like I'm the worst and complaining. Yeah. But yeah, currently making dinner, so I thought I would check in while I was waiting for the pasta to boil. I haven't started reading anything yet. It's the 1st of November. It's about 6 p.m. and I am going to be eating. Then I'm going to edit my November TBR so I can have it up today. And then it's not very long, I think. And then I am going to start in on my reading for the month. And the first book that I'm reading, as last time, I'm starting with the shortest one, and that is The Bad Boy of Butterfly Harbor. So we'll find that one, which is by Anna J. Stewart. And I'm looking forward to this one because I've seen a couple of reviews of some of her other books that has been really promising. So I think there's a good chance I'll really like it. It says, can people truly change? Two things keep Holly Campbell grounded: her precocious son and preserving her 40-year-old family dinner. In the face of expansion and change, she doesn't need a blast from the past like Luke Saxon, who's back in Butterfly Harbor after more than a decade away. The hard luck kid who nearly destroyed her family, leaving her to pick up the pieces, is taking over as a sheriff. She can't trust him, even if Luke's ideas for the town's upcoming anniversary seems to show he is trying to give back to the community. Has Butterfly Harbor found its unlikely savior, and has the widowed single mother, finally found a man she can believe in, rely on, and love? So definitely sounds promising. So yeah, I'm gonna dive into that one soon, and let's get moving with that. And I'll check in with you later when I've actually read something. See ya! Good evening, friends. It is Thursday, the next week. Yeah, it's the 11th of November, and I finished the first Harlequin book yesterday, which was The Bad Boy of Butterfly Harbor. I've had the most insane couple of weeks in terms of things, so I haven't felt a lot like reading in the evenings, or I've had a lot to do. We had my niece's christening last weekend, and that took up a lot of time, especially the weekend, but also sometimes during the weekdays I had to help out with some stuff. And but I did finish The Bad Boy of Butterfly Harbor. That was definitely not only 175 pages, otherwise I would have finished it ages ago. But it was definitely one of those that was 300 and something pages. So yeah, but I enjoyed it. It was good. I think it was what I expected a Heartwarming to be like. And I wasn't super... it's not like I loved it, but it lived up to more or less the majority of my expectations in terms of plot and characters and what was going on. So I was really happy about that, and definitely enjoyed it. I think I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars, maybe a 3.5 to a 4 out of 5 stars. It's not a really high 4, but as I said, it lived up to my expectations more or less, but I needed something more for it to really sing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading on with the next one, which is going to be, I don't know if I can count on my notes in there, because I think the next one is supposed to be the one with Better Man by Emma Bastine, I think. Let's see what it says if I go to Goodreads. My neck. I've had the most pain during the afternoon and evening in terms of my headaches and stuff. So I haven't read anything today yet, or since this morning. This morning I read something in the Christmas stores before work, so I had fun with that. I think I read like, I don't know, 30 pages. So it wasn't a lot, but it was definitely something. And I have this intense pain from here and all the way down here, and then in my forehead, obviously, because that's how it is. And now I'm just super tired and feeling weird, and I don't know if I'm coming down with something on top of it. It's weird because all of my family members except me and I think my sister Susan and my brother, they've all had something. So my nephew was, so my brother's birthday was the 31st, so a couple of weeks ago, more or less. And we had his birthday on Sunday, Halloween, the day. And my nephew, the couple days before that, he had been sick with, like, thrown up and stuff. Yes, so my nephew was sick. A couple of days before his birthday, he threw up. But they were thinking it might be he had the flu shot the day before he threw up. So they thought it was an after effect of that, also because they had people over and they didn't seem to become sick or anything. But then on Sunday evening, after my sister came home from the birthday we were having with my brother, she threw up. So it definitely wasn't the vaccine or whatever, but none of us got it. But everyone, like on Jonas, my sister's boyfriend's side, sisters and stuff, were sick. So they were all sick. But I haven't had anything. But then my mom and dad, after like last weekend, we had this christening thing, and they were already feeling a little poorly up until that. My sister actually got really sick on the week up to it. On Tuesday, I think, she had a fever and feeling bad, and she got checked if it was COVID, also because like one of the daycare workers at my nephew's daycare, kindergarten, what do you call it? She was sick with COVID, so they had to like test my nephew and everything, but none of them had it, so that wasn't why she was sick. But obviously we had the christening on Sunday, and Monday I think all of us were feeling like shit. Not like really bad. I didn't think it was like I was ill or anything. I just thought I felt like sleep deprived, you know, like having not been able to sleep for like 2 days in a row or something like that. But it wasn't like that. It just felt like I'd been drinking the whole weekend away and not having any sleep. So Monday was really rough, but I still had to work at like 5:30 or something like that day. So it was really a long day. But my mom has something like a cold or something, and she also has an eye infection. On top of that, my dad just found out yesterday that he has pneumonia and you know, what do you call this, if you like, sinusitis. That's what he has, like both of these. He has like a small pneumonia infection kind of thing. So he's on penicillin now, at least. But obviously he had a lot of difficult time, but now I'm feeling like I'm having the worst day. I mean, I know a lot of it is due to pain, so I can't really think, I don't know if there's anything more than that, but I worry that I'm gonna be the next one to go sick, but I hope not. So, but at least none of us have had like COVID or anything, so it's not like that, but you know, that's not the only thing in the world. Alright, that was a tangent. Let's see, what was the book about? I think I found it. The Better Man by Amy Vastine, which is the first book in the Chicago Sisters series. This says, what does it say? The Kindle edition says it's 194 pages, but the ebook, another ebook, says 368. And a lot of 194 pages, so hopefully it's around 200 pages. We'll see what is actually the truth. Sometimes you can feel it when you're like, but yeah, anyway, this book says this might be his last chance at fatherhood. Kendall Montgomery's 6-year-old son has barely spoken in the past year, locked in his world of silent grief. Then one day he spots his dead father across a crowded street. Max Jordan moved to Chicago to be closer to his own son and prove he can be a better father than his deadbeat dad. His striking resemblance to Kendall's husband and his track record with fatherhood make her determined to keep her distance until Max helps a little boy come out of his shell. But can she trust him with the future? How can she be sure he won't take off just when they need him the most? Okay, cool. So, yeah, definitely going to try that out. I'll be trying that out. Anyway, this was my update. It wasn't a very good update, and but I hope that you're okay with that. I did enjoy the book, so now I'm going to start the next one. Hopefully I'll make better progress on this, and then be able to start the last one and actually finish it. No, don't do it, don't do that. Hello friends, it is Saturday. I'm currently waiting for my friend Kirsten from Let's Say with Fantasy. She's visiting me today, and we are going to have a fun day, I think. Just we're gonna go having lunch in the city and just looking around, and then we're gonna go here and watch a movie afterwards. I don't know what movie, but we'll decide that once we get there. I don't know when she's gonna get here, but it's almost 11 now, so it's probably gonna be soon. So yeah, just wanted to check in. I haven't read very much from my book. I'm a couple of chapters in. I'm also feeling much better today than I did the other day, so I'm very happy about that. So it was just my back and my neck headache that gave me made me feel a little bit weird, so that was good. We'll see. Right now Nella is rubbing her head against the camera, so she's been a little bit naughty the past couple of days with my plant, but I think she's getting better, hopefully. I hope I didn't speak too soon, because now she looks like she's on the way over there, but could be something else. But there's my update for now. I'll check in with you later, and hopefully when I've been reading more from my Harlequin book, I will let you know more. I think tomorrow is going to be just a day with reading, so I'm going to look forward to that. See you later. Yeah, hello. I'm back with another update. I have a cat that's looking at me like I'm neglecting her again. I have the worst set on my nose, so we're going into the darker months now, and that's usually when it starts to happen. Anyway, I just finished my second Heartwarming book, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know what my rating is for it, but I think I prefer it over the first one I read. It was The Better Man by Amy Vastine. This one follows this girl called Kendra, yeah, and Max, who was the male hero. Kendra is widowed. Her ex-husband died in war in Afghanistan, and she has a baby named a son named Simon, who is, I don't know how old he is, if he's like 6 or 7, but he is, after the accident of the father and his passing, he has become selective mute, so she's struggling a little bit getting things to work at school. He only speaks loudly to his mother and his grandmother. So one day when she has picked him up after school, she sees someone across the street, or he sees, actually the son sees someone across the street looking exactly like their father, and she wrote, and obviously that was quite a shock to her and him. And then we follow the male perspective, who is Max. Max is also divorced. He's divorced and has a son that's 3 years old, but he hasn't been a part of the son's life really before. He was living in Los Angeles, and his ex-wife moved to Chicago, I think. Yeah, it must be Chicago because they call it the Chicago Sisters, in order to be get back home, and then she remarried or got into a relationship with another man, and he's trying to fight custody in order to see his son. Currently he has supervised visitations and not really a big part of his life, but he wants to be, and she's putting a bit of a struggle in for that. But he's also the chef and owner of this new restaurant in town called Sato, which is a sushi restaurant. And Kendall is a designer and works for a designing company, and she is in charge of designing this specific new restaurant. And so that's how they meet, and things start going from there. And what happens is that once, who is Kendall's son, he actually speaks to Max for the first time ever. He actually speaks to someone else other than them, and he opens up to his sisters or his aunts and stuff, and everything changes from there. So she doesn't really know how to deal with that, and yeah, but it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I couldn't let the book go. I read it more or less over this weekend and finished it today, so I'm really happy about that. So now I have the last one yet to finish, which is called Kissed by the Country Dog, and so far I'm really enjoying the heartwarming, and as I sort of knew I would, so I'm really happy that it's met up to my own expectations so far, and definitely going to continue with this series in the future. I think it's only going to be a trilogy, this one specifically, because I think it's going to follow, obviously, the Chicago Sisters, so it's going to be following Kendra, I keep forgetting her name, Kendra, and then we're following Lucy, who is another one of Simon's aunts, or her sister, and Emma, who's a nurse, and I think those are the two that we're going to follow next, and it's going to be fun. Definitely looking forward to reading on in the series so far. I really enjoyed Amy Vestein's writing, so happy about that. So 2 out of 3 read now, and I'm really happy about the progress. So I don't know if I'm going to start the last one today, if I'm going to read from another book in the evening here. We will see. Right now I'm cooking dinner. I am currently warming up some fries, and I'm going to have some kebab up, fried kebab, along with the french fries and some salad. So yeah, that's my dinner for today. This was my update for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Sorry. Hello friends, I just wanted to check in. It is the 7th of December. It's very much further than last time I checked in with you. I struggled with the last one I had to read and thought about for a bit whether I should continue or if it was okay for me to DNF a book. It wasn't that I didn't like it. It wasn't that it was bad or anything. I think for some people this would be a really great contemporary category romance. But my problem with this one, I just didn't really connect with the writing style, and I didn't have any feelings towards any of the two main characters we were following. And so I felt myself getting into a slump. And it was so sad because the books I read before that, I enjoyed both of them so much, especially the second one. I think the second one was amazing, which is called The Better Man. So I really enjoyed The Better Man. It was so good and so fun, and I enjoyed my time so much when I was reading that. And so it's really sad that the last one didn't catch my attention at all. I don't know if I'll come back to it ever, but I have decided to DNF it for now because it's getting me into a slump, and we're in the middle of December already, and I really want to get started on the historicals, and I also just want to get this video uploaded. So yeah, but at least I found two new heartwarming authors that I'm definitely going to continue to read from. I have already started making a list of those authors that I really have been enjoying and finding their other books for the Harlequin lines. Sometimes they're first in the series, so I'll check out the next ones, and sometimes there've been more than one series to go for, and I've added them all. So I'm really looking forward to that, and now I'm going to try and continue with the historicals. But overall, I would say that I was right about the fact that I'm going to be enjoying the majority of the heartwarmings I'm going to be reading. I think I've also been watching so many Hallmark Christmas movies, and you know, it's the same vibe that comes from the heartwarmings a lot of the time. It's just very sweet, and I really enjoyed it. So in that way it was a success, but with the DNF it's definitely puts a damper on the whole thing experience. But let me know if down below what you would have done if you just have DNF'd it, or if you would have pushed through even though you felt like you didn't enjoy the read. What is your take on that? I'd like to know that. Anyway, this was everything I had for you this time around. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll be able to get this vlog up soon so you can see it, and hopefully I will get to my historicals and upload that video way before, way sooner than this one. Not in the middle of January. I hope that I will be able to get it up before the year is over, maybe in the beginning of January if that has to be postponed a little bit. I have to go check on my cat because she's currently ruining my Christmas decorations, and that's what she's been doing every day since I've put them up. It's just super annoying. I can't have anything pretty in my house. So what do you think you're doing? See, I made this, and she's constantly trying to tear it apart. Even when I have the candles lit, she just figured out how to do it without burning her nose or something like that. It's super annoying. But now I'm going to put you down because you're not supposed to be there. No. And I swear it's not because I'm not activating her. I am constantly trying to activate her with different toys, and I am constantly trying to play with her. But every time I sit down to relax for just a second, she'll either go to that or in my tree. No questions. It's just where she's going to go. Or maybe sometimes I'm lucky and she's going to go and fall asleep somewhere. On me, in underneath my sink in the bathroom or something like that. But it's so hard that she just never listens. Anyway, I hope that she gets out of this kitty face soon. I hope it's just gonna be this year, and next year that I will be able to put up my decorations and she wouldn't bother them at all. I mean, she doesn't touch any of the other things. It's only my Christmas tree and that decoration. Anyway, this is everything I have for you today. See you in another video soon. Goodbye.